Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here. Coming into this LEC season, I and many other people were all aboard the Fnatic hype train. Now, there was really two different kind of LEC super teams coming into the season, and some people thought Fnatic was going to be the best, some people thought Vitality was going to be the best. There was definitely people that thought both were going to fail or both were going to succeed or whatever, but those were kind of the two kind of big offseason splash rosters, and then you had the two rosters flying under the radar, Rogue and G2, who obviously ultimately ended up making it to the finals. G2 ends up winning it all. But Fnatic, for them to not even make it to the finals, despite, having a ton of great players, really, really high aspirations, making all these, on paper good moves in the offseason, they came up short. They ended up finishing third place in the spring, they're not going to MSI. Who knows what summer has in store? And with Fnatic, a worry and a concern anytime things start going wrong is, hey, how's the team doing? What drama is going to happen now? What controversy is there going to be next? And that's what we're going to be talking about today. So definitely drop a like if you guys do enjoy this video. I would appreciate that so much. Subscribe to stay up to date on all my latest content, and consider checking out the first link in the description below for the Patreon. It's back. The Patreon is going to be where you can find all of my YouTube videos before they actually come out on YouTube. I upload videos. I schedule them to come out later, but as soon as I record and upload them, they're going to be live on the Patreon for you guys to watch beforehand, so that'll be really, really cool. Also, I just added a goal of, hey, if we ever hit 100 Patreons, I will do a cosplay of a League of Legends champion of your guys' choice. Yes, 100 patrons is a very, very high goal, but I think that reward would be really hilarious and hopefully worth y'all's while. So we'll see. With that being said, let's get right into this. So, like I said, as soon as Fnatic got knocked out, and especially in the way that they got knocked out, being up 2-0 against Rogue and then dropping 3 in a row to Rogue and then 3-0 to their rival G2, who also, I think most people would agree on paper, is just Fnatic is a much more talented team than G2. Losing 6 in a row, going from one game away from the finals, losing 6 in a row, being out, getting third place. Just a disaster ending to Fnatic's season. There was a lot of questions about their play, a lot of questions about their draft, how they looked on stage. Was there some mental boom? Was there some frustration? Just like a devastating end to a season. And again, it's been kind of the MO for Fnatic historically when Fnatic for some reason always has these implosions. They always have these mental booms. They always have these kind of disastrous endings to splits in 2 years. And then, not always, but a lot of the times, some drama then ensues. We have seen a lot of drama over the past couple of years. You had, Nemesis stuff. You had self-made stuff. Recently, you had Blippo, Adam upset. Last couple of years, stuff is usually always happening. So when Fnatic actually did lose, we had Selfmade tweeting out this. He said, "Wonder what Fnatic drama we will hear this offseason." Now, this was funny in two ways. One, it's just Selfmade taking some shots at Fnatic, hinting at the fact that, yeah, they always have drama. What are we going to hear? But two, Selfmade is also a guy who likes to give out tidbits, likes to give out information. He leaks stuff. He talks about stuff. So this also gets people thinking and wondering and speculating. Is Selfmade actually talking about some drama? Is Selfmade just saying, is he just making a joke or making a meme about how Fnatic always has drama? Or does he know something's going on at Fnatic? Does Fnatic have some internal issues? Are there things going on here? I don't know, but I thought either way that this was spicy. I could definitely see this tweet being taken either way. And like I said, at this point, nobody would be or should be surprised if Fnatic actually did have some stuff going on behind the scenes. But, up until this point, we hadn't heard anything yet. We just had this tweet from Selfmade. But I thought it was really, really funny either way. Either way, it's interesting. Either way, it's entertaining. Either way, it's stirring the pot. Just a very Selfmade tweet. Making people think maybe it means something, maybe it doesn't. But what was more interesting? Recently, we had this on the Fnatic subreddit and this YouTube video of Esports Maniacos. They posted this 2-hour video. It's in Spanish. Obviously, I don't speak Spanish. I know a little bit of Spanish. I took Spanish for a couple years in college, so I'm supposed to be conversational in Spanish, but I'm definitely not fluent. And when they start, talking like a 2-hour video, there's no way I would be able to make it all out. Just nowhere near that level, but I know what some words mean and stuff. But I'm not able to watch this video and see exactly what they're saying. But anyway, somebody posted this on Fnatic subreddit. They said, so apparently in this section, the host talks about Upset and Hylissang having a lot of arguments about how to play the game. He says, I don't think there's anything bad about them arguing about the game necessarily, but would be interesting to get a translation for more context. And we got some translations. I mean, one, a lot of people are saying reckless waiting room. That's obviously the top comment here. Some people are taking, potential drama between Upset and Hylissang, and we'll get into exactly what they're saying and stuff in a second. But some people are taking potential drama between Upset and Hylissang and maybe Fnatic as a whole as maybe a chance for Reckless to return to the team. Obviously, Fnatic didn't have a great end of the spring split. K-Corp isn't exactly popping off in the LFL right now. Who knows if the LEC is actually going to expand to 12 teams and K-Corp would have a chance to come to the LEC next year then. But what if that doesn't happen? Then K-Corp's not going to have a chance to come to the LEC. Reckless is going to be looking for a team anyway. They just finished third in the LFL. They went 1-6 in the playoffs. K-Corp doesn't maybe necessarily seem like everything Reckless and the org thought it was going to be. So would it make sense for Reckless and K-Corp to split? Would it make sense for Reckless and Fnatic to reunite? Hey, maybe. I don't think so. I don't think that's what's going to happen, and it would be cool, obviously. I'm sure Fnatic fans would, love to have Reckless back, and it would just be really, really cool. I think Reckless is an awesome, popular player who deserves to be back in the LEC, but yeah, I don't think this is going to happen, but there are a lot of Fnatic fans, maybe memeing about this, maybe joking about this, and maybe actually being like, hey, what if? Hey, unless, I don't know. But what they talk about in this clip is that basically the host of Esports Maniacos, again, they are a, publication, media group, whatever. They're not the most reliable. I'm not saying they're not reliable, but I'm just saying they're not like S+ tier. It's not like everything they say always is 1,000,000% true. They talk about a lot of rumors. They talk about a lot of speculation. A lot of the stuff ends up being true. A lot of the stuff ends up happening. Some of it doesn't. They've gotten stuff wrong before, so it's not like they're exactly concrete. I know when I've talked about them in the past, I would say they're like A tier. They're not S tier. They're not S+ tier, but they're pretty damn good. Overall, I would say, I'm a fan of Esports Maniacos and a lot of the stuff they do. I think they're, fun. They have energy. They're kind of charismatic and energetic. I just wish I could understand them more often. They do speak English sometimes, but, I would need it all the time. But basically, they said that Hilly and Upset get along personally. However, Upset feels that he is the best AD and Hilly needs to be his guardian dog. And of course, Hilly disagrees because he knows to be a roaming support. And because of this, there's a lot of conflict in scrims because of different mentality and how they should play. Sorry for bad English, I guess. Now, that is what the host is talking about, but that's not exactly what's happening. That is the host speculating. I believe it's in Justificado, Justy. He is just speculating. What they are saying is that, and like this comment points out, he says, yes, but this is just speculation. Literally, they're speculating about what the problems could be. He says that they have had information that there is conflict in the bot lane. That is all. So again, anything else is just them guessing. Anything else is just them speculating. Anything else is just them taking shots in the dark. But apparently, according to Esports Maniacos, they are hearing that there is some conflict, that there is some potential issues going on with the bot lane. Now, I know some people are skeptical about that, saying, I don't know. It seems like, Upset and Hylissang have gotten along really well. It seems like they've always spoken very well of each other. They've, called themselves one of the best bot lanes in the world. They said that they want to play together, yada, yada, yada. And that could be true, and it could be true in the past and maybe not true today. Things change. Things potentially can change very fast. But what I also did here is that people were saying, hey, coming into the split, it sounded like Upset and Hylissang were not considering any options that weren't together. They wanted to play together. Whatever it was going to take to play together, they wanted to do that because they thought they were one of the best bot lanes. They thought, they worked so well together. I'm sure they wish they got a chance to play at Worlds last year. Now they're looking to play at Worlds and kind of redeem themselves from the disaster that last season was. But it sounds like from this news, at least what the rumor is, at least what the speculation is that maybe some things have changed there. And not that Upset wants to leave Fnatic or Hylissang wants to leave Fnatic or Hylissang wants a new AD carry or Upset wants a new support. Nothing like that. But that it went from we must play together to, maybe we don't have to play together. Not like, hey, not anyone demanding a new person, but maybe them both getting to the point where they're like, hey, maybe I could play with somebody else. Maybe we should get a new support. Maybe we should get a new AD carry. Again, not saying that something like that is going to happen, but it just seems like something has changed. Seems like they are not like, oh, I have to play with Hilly. Oh, I have to play with Upset anymore. Maybe it's still like, hey, I want to, or I would still like to, but it's not 100% I need to. It's not like as strong of a demand as it once was. At least what it seems like. That's what some people are saying behind the scenes right now. Again, that is very rumor, that is very speculative. But again, this is what they're saying, that there could be some issues going on with Fnatic bot lane right now. Again, this wouldn't be totally uncharacteristic with Fnatic. It wouldn't be shocking to anyone, I don't think. I don't expect Fnatic to make any moves between now and the summer split. I will say that. But it could mean some issues are going on. This could be something that impacts Fnatic's play going into the summer split. Maybe it impacts their chances of making Worlds. Maybe it impacts their chances of, competing for a title. And maybe, I think the more likely thing is that it could potentially impact the roster this coming offseason, headed into the 2023 season, much more likely than it could impact the roster right now. But also, that's a long ways away. Maybe they figure things out. Maybe things get worse. Who knows? But this was a disastrous ending to Fnatic's spring split, and I think it's absolutely something that could carry over and affect their summer split as well. But we'll have to wait and see. There could be some drama brewing once again over at Fnatic. But that is pretty much it for this video today, guys. Definitely drop a like if you did enjoy it. I would appreciate that so much. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think, there's any drama going on at Fnatic? Do you think Fnatic and Upset and Hillsang could be having some issues? Would you believe that? Would you not? I don't know. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Subscribe, stay up to date on all my latest content. Hope to catch you guys in the next one. Definitely consider checking out the Patreon. First link in the description below. But I will catch you guys soon. Peace.